Good morning. We have our travel OneNote for Miss Quevedo. I'm going to go through all of the nitty-gritty and what we need to do as far as breaking down everything that she needs for her trip from Spokane to Mexico City and Guadalajara. So, we first have our itinerary page, which is going to show the dates she's going to be gone. So our first day, she's going to leave Spokane Airport around 5:30. She's going to be taking her own car to the airport. It's actually the company car. She's going to be taking it, parking it at the airport. I believe it's about $20 a day there. But because it's a company car and a company trip, they pay for that. So she'll be getting there, and the flight leaves at about 5:30 on the 19th. There's a little bit of a layover, an hour and 46 minutes in Salt Lake City. She'll arrive in Mexico City at the airport around 1:55. The car service will be awaiting at the baggage claim, so it'll give her a little bit of time to get her baggage, and they'll pick her up there. Then they'll take her to the airport, and then she can get ready for the conference for the next day. Monday, April 20th, she's going to be giving a presentation at the World Economic Annual Conference. This is going to be at her own hotel. So I made a reservation for the hotel. Her reservation, she's staying at the hotel where the conference is being held. So she doesn't have to travel anywhere. Um, this is going to be easiest for her, so she doesn't have to go anywhere. We've all been to conferences before. The conference is going to provide lunch and food. The hotel does have a dining room where they're going to have that there. Um, she is going to attend a presentation by Mr. Gutierrez. He's going to be giving a speech on the future economic growth. Um, Then there is going to be a dinner that's going to be provided also in the dining room. I put semi-formal attire here because a lot of conferences they have like a fancy dinner and drink social afterwards. This is going to be great for her networking. The next day we don't have anything scheduled. She actually Tuesday through Thursday, she doesn't have anything scheduled. So, but the conference is still going to be going on. So it's up to her if she wants to attend the conference and more talking, or she can refer to what to do during downtime, which is the last page we'll go over. Friday is going to be the 24th, where they're going to have closing ceremonies. The hotel does also have a breakfast. She's going to be presenting an award for an economic achievement award. Um, and that'll be the last day of the conference there. The next day, at 9 in the morning, the car service is going to be picking her up in the lobby at the hotel. And they are going to go to Mexico City International Airport again. She's going to hop on a flight nonstop at 12:50. She will get to the Guadalajara International Airport around 2:20. Not a long flight, but it's either a like an hour and a half flight, or she has to drive 6 hours. So this was the most convenient for her. Um, she'll pick up her baggage at the baggage claim, and the car service is going to be waiting for her. Then the next day, she's not going to have anything scheduled, but I did schedule her a massage. She's between when she left Spokane and now she had a lot of travel time. So the hotel that she's going to be at offers in-room spa services. So I scheduled that for her on that day. The next Monday, she's going to have a breakfast meeting with Mr. Castellano. He's from Wells Fargo, and he's going to be transferring over to our company as our future CFO. Her hotel has a business center, so this time she's going to be able to catch up on anything that she's missing out of in the office. So she has from 11 to 1 to work on some things. Car service is going to pick her up in the lobby at 1, and they're going to be taking her to the landmark for the strategic growth forum that's going to be held there. I've got the address here, just in case the car service needs the address, she can easily access it. And she's going to be there till about 3. She has to check into the forum. Again, we've all been to conferences before. You have to check in, get your badge, and then the car service is going to take her back to the hotel. She's going to have dinner at this restaurant, Vienno, and at 5:30. It's actually only a 2-minute walk from her hotel. So, and the business area that she's going to be in is very safe, and it's a really nice walk from her hotel to the restaurant. Okay, Tuesday. The car service is going to pick her up again and take her to the landmark to start the forum. And they're having it catered there, so she doesn't have to go anywhere. And when she's all done in the evening, the car service is going to pick her up outside the landmark. And she's going to go straight to a dinner with Mr. Castellano and Maria, Miss Chavez. They're going to be going to another dinner, more like a dinner meeting at 6, and the car service is going to take all 3 of them to the restaurant, so that'll be nice. The car service will pick them up and take them back to the hotel. And Wednesday, we're going to have breakfast. She's going to have breakfast there at the hotel restaurant. And the car service is going to pick her up in the lobby at 9:30. There is going to be a presentation at the landmark by Miss Chavez. So she's going to be attending that presentation. And this is the last day of the forum. So they're going to have closing ceremonies there and dinner all at the landmark. And then the car service is going to pick her up at 8. From Thursday the 30th to May 1st, she's not going to have anything scheduled in Guadalajara. I have some more what to do during downtime things in that page there we'll go over next. Saturday the 2nd, the car service is going to take her to the airport at noon. Her flight will depart at 3:48 from Guadalajara to Salt Lake City. There is going to be a little bit of a layover in Salt Lake City, about 2 hours, and then she'll go straight to Spokane. She's going to arrive a little late in Spokane, but it's only 10:30. All right, so that is her itinerary. And next we're going to go over her airline and flight info. Each airline I loaded onto her Google Wallet on her work phone. So all she has to do is go into her Google Wallet, and she's going to have all of her boarding passes already loaded in there for her. And then I've also downloaded all the airline apps. So if anything changed, or like flight changes, gate changes, she's going to be able to get alerts, and she'll be able to change accordingly. So that's what I put in right here. So here's her flight information. It tells us our travel time from Spokane to Salt Lake City, and then Salt Lake City to Mexico City. Then this is her Guadalajara leg. She's going to be going from Mexico City to Guadalajara. Here's our travel time and our arrival times. Then our Guadalajara to Salt Lake City, and then Salt Lake City home to Spokane. I tried to make this as easy as possible for her. So then she doesn't have to refer to this OneNote because she has all the apps loaded, she has text messaging, alerts, everything's in there. Airport maps here of every airport that she's going to be at. It also includes all of the um, all of the departure parts, where the taxi areas are, if she has to refer to anything, all the terminals, everything's here for her. Her hotel information and lodging costs are in this page here. This goes everywhere from when she's staying, their addresses, their phone numbers, how much it costs, and everything that's included at the hotel. It even goes into what's offered into the spa, um, and what kind of dining options they have. Here's the second hotel she's going to be at, dates, address, phone, and then here's her amenities down here. This was all actually available through Expedia, where I booked her hotels. Transportation, this explains how she's getting to and from the airport and what credit card she needs to use. I booked all of her car services through OnePoint Worldwide, and here's their phone numbers, our international phone number and local phone number. So everything's scheduled there. If anything happens, she's got their phone number. She can contact them. The Marriott she's staying in Mexico City offers a town car service if she wanted to book. There's no need to, but it is there if she wants to book anything additional to what I booked already. Um, a lot of things are within walking distance for her. And so it's very safe for walking from what I researched. Uber is available in this small business area she's going to be staying in, and I added on the app just in case. And that I also mentioned that Lyft is not offered in Mexico. This next page here, we've got our dates of departure, return, and travel times. So this is taken from her itinerary. And so I simplified her itinerary down just going to and from the airports. And so if she wants to know how long, where she's going, a little bit not as detailed as her itinerary there. As far as the type of voltage that they use and outlets, it's the same as US and Canada. No need for her to purchase any kind of converter or anything. We know they speak Spanish. They also have English. That's this page here. Time zones are going to be Central Standard Time, so that's actually an hour ahead of Spokane Coeur d'Alene here. These are her travel documents that's going to be needed and updated, which I updated everything already last year, so she does not need to do anything here this year. Our medical requirements, she doesn't have to do any vaccinations, but I did recommend some just based on recent recommendations. Here's our nearest embassies, addresses, locations, and if she wants to drive or walk. This is a super short walk for her, but I recommended a drive for her in Guadalajara. Our international country and city telephone codes. They use 52 in the country, specifically for Mexico City is 55, Guadalajara is 33. Here I got some average weather. I found this on ChatGPT. This is average weather for the dates that she's going to be gone. It also gave her a what to pack, what type of outfits to pack. So that's going to be really helpful for her. Here they use Mexican pesos, and I gave her the conversion rate there. Here's our etiquette guide cheat sheet. I made this because she's going to be meeting with some people that are native